The MCU just got a whole lot bigger. If you didn't know this, Marvel just made the Netflix Marvel shows Punisher, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, all the rest, they are now canon to the MCU. Let's talk about it. While overall, I think this is an absolute W by Marvel. All of us wanted this because the Netflix shows were mostly fantastic. I didn't really care for Jessica Jones all that much or the Iron Fist show, but there were some absolute gems out of that, like Daredevil and the Punisher show. So a lot of fans are excited about it, but I do have one little teensy weensy worry about this new change to the Marvel universe. I just think that this continues to play into my biggest concern of Marvel, and that is New York is overcrowded with heroes. I mean, really at this point, it's like you're walking down the street and you get lucky if you don't run into a superhero. It also brings up the question, where were they when New York was being invaded? Where were they when Ultron was going on? Where were they during all the events of like Endgame, Infinity War? I mean, and if they're now canon, they took place on the same timeline and they probably should have been there. I think in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter, but I think it would be really interesting since Marvel really wants to stick to Thanos being their main point of the MCU, which it was a major event. But if they want to stick to it, maybe all these characters can get their own shows showing them wherever they were and what they were doing during all these events. With this announcement, I also think Marvel's setting up the Midnight Suns because some of these characters are on the Midnight Suns. So I'm excited to see that. It better be rated R because it really just needs to be. We're going to see how Disney does with a rated R film with Deadpool 3 this year. And oh my goodness, I'm so excited for that movie. I think if Disney does a great job with Deadpool 3, they could set up the Midnight Suns. But if they do a great job with an R-rated film, they need to make a John Bernthal Punisher movie. It needs to happen. He was great as the Punisher. The show was really fun, really entertaining. And I love the Punisher. While this announcement does open up some issues for myself and I would assume a couple other people, it also provides Marvel and Disney with a massive opportunity to capitalize on the popularity of the Netflix shows. Just keep using those characters, do them justice, treat them how Netflix was treating them, and Marvel's going to take off once again. I also really love that the Netflix shows really focused on like street level superheroes, Daredevil, Punisher being the main two that I love the most. They can really take that and just run with it. That's kind of what Spider-Man 4 is being rumored to be about, is like more street level. Kingpin's going to become like mayor of New York, all this stuff. And maybe that's a good opportunity to bring those characters in and say, here's the team, let's take down Kingpin. Marvel kind of set the standard in the first couple phases where everything needed to connect, everything led up to this massive event, which was Thanos and Endgame. But maybe that's not where things need to go anymore. It kind of seems like people are getting tired of Marvel. They're getting tired of all these super connected shows and movies and games. It's a lot. If you're just getting into Marvel, it would be nearly impossible to catch up. With that being said, maybe it's time for them to take a step back, focus on those individual heroes and their own individual projects. Maybe a cameo or two here and there to set something up in the future, like way in the future. But I think they have a great opportunity, and I hope they capitalize on it. Now, if we could just get Disney to kind of do the same thing with Star Wars, it would be fantastic. Let's fix Star Wars, please. All right, that's gonna be it for this video. Just kind of want to let you guys know what's going on in the Marvel universe and how excited I am for this new change, for this addition of all these characters in this world. But I'm a little worried New York might be a little bit overcrowded at this point. We'll have to wait and find out what they do with it. Maybe they capitalize. Maybe they don't. Maybe they fumble the bag. I don't know. I appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.